the Nation of Islam established by Elijah Muhammad. Uh, the first mosque established was in Monroe, Louisiana. Still there. The little mosque is still there.
When was that?
I had to get my book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, is in there.
Okay.
I don't know that today. It was a long, long time ago. Then the next one was in New Orleans. The next one on different location in New Orleans. A guy named Emory established that. And the guy in New Orleans, I know him, one of them was still alive that helped do that. Next one was in Baton Rouge. And the next one was in Slidell. Okay, so we like the fourth mosque in the Nation of Islam established here. And our main role was to sell Muhammad Speaks newspapers. That's called the FOI, the Food of Islam, was the men group. And we had military practices, left face, right face, stuff like that, and get out there and sell papers to wake the people up. Muhammad told us to he wanted to go to the poorest, the most uneducated. He said, don't convert call the talented tent, Du Bois would say, those educated ones. Because he knew that ideology he had wouldn't stand up to intellectual scrutiny. Okay. So go to the poor and the wretched. Like Frantz Fanon in Nigeria said, the wretched of the earth. So he just sent us to the wretched of the earth. And so that's who we went to. I was selling papers. From here, I'd go all the way to Bay St. Louis that way, okay? I go in this direction, which is north, west, whatever, past Bogalusa, and the Angel, almost Mississippi. I go this way to Hammond, beyond Hammond, every black neighborhood, and I look for the worst neighborhood, the raggedest houses, the poorest. That's where we sell papers. And I did that for 7 years, okay, until Elijah Muhammad died. When Elijah Muhammad died, Wallace Muhammad, who's now, they changed his name to Wallace Lee, the inheritor of the religion of Muhammad. He said, we're not just paper boys, we have to establish this religion in all areas of life. He said, business too, education, but we had no resources to do that. About that time, after I made Hajj, front page of Slidell, Time and stuff like that, and we began to get recognition in the American newspapers of representing Islam. There were no immigrant mosques. Okay. We began to be seen as the leaders of Islam in America. Then the immigrants say, we better step up. Because most of the immigrants in America just want to be white. Now my cousin, they want to be white. And they hid the Islam so they could be white and take advantage of the opportunities. Okay? I've seen them wearing shorts, stuff like that. They want to be white people, okay? When we get to be recognition, then they say, we better claim this Islam or them black people are going to claim it, okay? So they used to have a meeting on the West Bank in a brother's garage, and I met one of them named Abdul Sattar from Iraq. He broke down in Mobile. I went and got him and brought him to New Orleans, going to New Orleans, and I worked with him. And we had meetings with some other immigrants and some African Americans, and they want to open a mosque in New Orleans, a real mosque. So me and Abdul Sattar, we raised money, helped raise money in the French Quarter for the first immigrant mosque in New Orleans.
Which one was that?
Okay, we came in 1975, 76, 77, 77, something like that. 76, 77, okay. And then at that time, after Wallace Muhammad became the leader. So, okay, we raised money, we got some money together. And most of the money I raised, by the way, was in the French Quarter, from the rug peddlers from Iran. They were Shiite. And we did good. We stop at McDonald's, we get us a burger, we eat that, and keep raising money. So we met at an African American led mosque to decide, okay, we got money now, we can start to name it. Abdul Rahman Khan and all the leaders at that time. I recommended that we name that masjid Masjid Tawheed. I said, in this way we can unite all the Muslims. Okay. Next week we met again at the same black Muslim. Well, it was mosque then. We saw the Quran then. They said, oh, we changed the name. We don't want to use that name. We all agreed. They agreed to my suggestion to name it Tawheed. We changed the Abu Bakr to keep the Shiites out. How you can name a mosque to keep people out? But that's exactly why they did it. Okay, when I saw that, I didn't know about Shiite, Sunni, Hanbali, I didn't know anything. We're just learning about all those different things like that, stuff like that. But that made me suspect that why would they do that? Then I found out that the architect to build Masjid Abu Bakr charged like $65,000 for the architects. I thought most would donate. My heart, I'm gonna give all I have. You understand? For this. They're making money off of this. Stuff like that. I began to learn that a lot of these immigrant Muslims, they have their business interests above their Islamic interests. So I began to suspect them in their Islam. Again, when they were teaching us to be independent minded, I began to see why he has to do that. We can't follow these people. These people are not pure Islam. They're about other things too. You know? So I kept my independent thinking on this religion, studied for myself, and learning for myself. And when they began to come around our little mosque here to try to exercise authority here, I wore them off because I don't want them to take this and put it in their political ambitions and their economic ambitions. They're still doing it, by the way. Okay? They come around claiming, well, you in America, you don't know Islam. I'm born in a Muslim country. Obviously, I know more Islam than you do. So let me teach you how to go. You come under my leadership. Okay? I refuse. I'm under the leadership of Muhammad is my leader. Okay? I don't need a leader. Okay? Muhammad the Prophet is my leader. I have an Imam. If you want to go to what your Imam, I have an Imam who taught me Islam. I don't need you to teach me Islam. You have a book, give me your book. You have a tape, give me your tape. I'll read it and I'll follow it. Okay? And check and make sure you're right. Alone, I can't trust them. Iqbal, a lot of them, you can't trust them. They have political motive. That's an Egyptian, Ibrahim, Ibrahim. He says, if it wasn't for the politicians amongst us, most would have no problems between themselves. And he said, if it wasn't for the politicians amongst us, the Christians and the Jews would be getting along with one another. It's the politicians amongst us that keep us divided like that. So they can find position among us based on our differences. That's what perpetuates the differences. Shafi, Maliki, Hamani, these imams do not differ. It's their students who come later, hundreds of years later, they differ. Because now I have something to defend, a position, my personal position to defend for my reputation and stuff like that. Okay? So that's how I come to Islam. Learning to only follow the Quran, follow Muhammad Messenger of God, and those first Sahabas, follow them. The further you leave them, the further you get away from the truth.
So how about this mosque here in Slidell? So
this mosque, I have kept it to the best of my ability. Keep it pure for Allah, pure for Muhammad Messenger of God, pure for the Sahabas. Okay? That's how I want to keep it. Don't let these different groups come and try to use it in their political ambition. They set up mosques and they have a string of mosques under their authorship. Now when they go to the power structure, the government, we represent all these mosques. Deal with us. You see, it's a power play. They just use you just in that power play. Huh? Islam is supposed to free you for Allah. They don't free you for, they put you under them. No, they should free you only for Allah. All religion should be for Allah. not for your political ambitions or your group political ambitions. There's one group, one Muslim, after 75, when they began to open in with mosques, they got a 501c. And any other group, and it's college campus and stuff, new people, new Muslims, they don't know what to do, they'll contact them. Look, brother, don't have to worry about us. We have a 501c, just put what you're doing under our 501c. Now that organization owns all of those places. The 1 and 2 land. Okay, they own it. All right? They did it for political power. And when you get in trouble, they give you no help. Your suggestions. You got to pay. You're doing everything, and because you signed under them, they own that organization. 2 land is under that right now. And Abdul Sattar's daughter is giving them trouble over there. They hate her because I used to go by Abdul Sattar's house, and when I'm teaching you here, I teach at her house, so she's got in her, and they hate her. Women shouldn't be on anything like that. But I gave her that independent spirit. They hate her for that. Okay?
All right.